They have rejoined the circuit, so we'll have to see. But that now means that Scot Lawrie here and James Neave are on course for their first win of the year.
Well, how cool was that? We interviewed him before the race today. We said he was looking cool and confident. Well, I'm sure even he wouldn't have predicted this one. So Scot Lawrie, 2009 Scottish champion, looks to have things in the bag on this last lap. But second position, who's going to get that one? Because at the moment, Roger Lovelock, Rick Lawrence on the green outfit are trying everything they know to get by the 15, the man who is in a solid, safe third position, Alan Scud Schofield and Steve Thomas.
There we can see the Birchells number one. You can see them, so they have rejoined the circuit ahead of Reeves and Cluze. They're just behind Barry James and Mark Howard at the moment in about 5th place. So on this last lap, can they make any ground up at all? Where are Reeves and Cluze? I understand they're in about 8th place at the moment.
You saw James Neave celebrating already halfway round the last lap as the number 2 goes through, Carl Parkinson, Darren Tritton. But it is the black outfit we're looking for. There they are, right on cue. It is Scot Lawrie and James Neave taking victory in race 1. Fantastic for them. Schofield and Thomas taking second, just in front of Roger Lovelock in 3rd position, and a recovering Birchells in 4th place. Well, drama all right to the end of that race. Sidecar Racing lives up to its reputation, giving us fantastic action right to the end. So Scot Lawrie takes victory from Schofield and Thomas, Roger Lovelock, Rick Lawrence in 3rd place. Birchells eventually brought it home in 4th place.
Yep, fantastic stuff there. It's not over till it's over, is it? Brilliant stuff. Tim Reeves and Greg Cluze did come home to finish in 8th place, so they do pick up some points. And, well, you must admit that they're pretty unlucky there not to pick up 20 points at least. A little bit further down there, 73, Chaplow and Evanson, one of the DNFs, Holland Watson, Lindsay Fairhost and Gilbert and Allen. Let's have a little look at them on the podium. They're very happy, Neave and Lawrie.
But the winners today in race 1, Scot Lawrie and James Neave.
Well, we didn't see that result coming. Let's have a word with them.
New race winners, Scot Lawrie and James Neave. Fantastic to see you on the top step. Did you see Ben and Tim go off?
Yeah, I thought it was my birthday, to be fair. I seen them in the grass and I thought, yeah, let's go.
You've both been on real good pace this weekend anyway, so your lap times are up there. So you were probably podium bound anyhow, but the win is just the icing on the cake.
Can he be it? Superb, fantastic.
James, how have you found it around here? Very physical circuit for a passenger.
I love this. Is my home circuit, so I love this circuit to bits. It is very physical for a passenger. As long as you sort of get them all corners stringed together, it seems to flow and it's good.
Well, new colour scheme, new leathers, well done. We'll hopefully see you up here again for race 2.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
2nd place, Alan Schofield and Steve Thomas. A bit of a surprise to be up here.
Absolutely, we've had a real disaster this weekend. Obviously, you can't have good weekends every weekend, but this time it's just everything's gone wrong. We couldn't find the setup, couldn't get the grip, we tried this, tried the other, and after yesterday's race was disastrous at 6th, you know what I mean? Plus the lap times were way off. So this time we've altered a few things, thought, right, just go out and see what we can do. And I'm thinking, halfway through the race, and thinking, where are they all? You know what I mean? Like, we kept with Ben and Reeves to start with, and they've just got that gap every time, which is fine, which is what they expected. I'm thinking, well, hang on, they passed us by this time already in the last second race, so we can't be doing too shabby. So we just carried on, and then in the end we got 1. And then coming on to the last lap, Roger had a real dive up the inside. I'm thinking, whoa, mate, that's the green stuff for you. But anyway, managed to hold it, so good on to him there. And we just managed, then I just sort of blocked it because I was tired, really hot. This course is absolutely the worst for driver and passenger. It's non-stop, it really is. So good luck to the lads. New winner, fantastic for this series. So let's keep it up.
3rd place in race 1, Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence. A very tough race out there for you. You almost got 2nd place, not quite this time.
No, not quite. Yeah, to my amazement, we got 3rd, and I thought we probably got a 5th maybe, but yeah, unbelievable, we're here again.
Rick, yeah, obviously an incident for the Birchells, which took Reeves and Cluze off the circuit as well. A great result for you.
I wasn't aware they were off until we were up into the last lap going out the fast rights and saw Ben behind us, and I thought, this is interesting. Didn't see Tim, just sort of thought we'll go, let Roger know we've got to keep going because Birchells were closing quick, so to get a 3rd, yeah, great. Had a great race. A few overtaking manoeuvres, all in good race, so well chuffed, yeah, back here again, great.
Drama and action all the way in race 1. We're going for a short break. Don't go anywhere. Join us again for race 2. Welcome back to Lincolnshire, to Cadwell Park, as we get ready for race 2. Can the action get any more exciting? Well, we'll wait and see. Race 1, don't forget their drama right at the very end. The number 77 championship leaders coming into today, Tim Reeves, Greg Cluze, eventually only finished in 8th position. The Birchells, who were leading and looked to have everything sewn up, they came home in 4th position. So the championship straight away has got a lot closer at the top. Let's see what can happen this time. We had an unexpected victor in race 1. Will the same happen again? The green flag is being prepared as the riders come to the line there. Scud Schofield, number 15, takes up his position. He is recognised as one of the fastest starters in sidecar racing. Can he do it again as we look forward to that all-important first turn? The Birchells with the number 1, the local boys on the right-hand side, pole position in front of 77 championship leader. It is Reeves and Cluze. As the flag drops, the lights go out, and Reeves and Cluze look to have it, but Birchells cut across, right across the front of everybody and sweep round the first turn.
Yeah, it looked like a good start there from Barry James and Mark Howard as well. Roger Lovelock we're on board with in about 5th place, number 49. They go around Charlie's and onto the back straight. You can see there, they're just behind Reeves and Cluze. So Ben and Tom Birchall, number 1, lead from Barry James and Carl Morgan. Then it looks like Brian Pedder and Rod Stedman that are up to 3rd place. So a fantastic start for them. There we see number 72, race 1 winners Scot Lawrie and James Neave. So it's Birchells in the front there from Barry James, then Brian Pedder in 3rd, Roger Lovelock 4th, and Tim Reeves in 5th place.
There's our race 1 winner Scot Lawrie there, but we're looking back there in the order to see where Reeves and Cluze are, and we're having to look an awful long way back down. There they are, right on cue. They're right behind Roger Lovelock at the moment, but they really have got their work cut out now. They are back mid-pack. They missed the start somewhere there on one of the early turns, so they've got a lot of work to do on what is a very, very difficult circuit to pass on. So we have the Birchells on the Yamaha engined LCR, the number 1 outfit at the front. They will be getting a pit signal telling them that Tim Reeves is back down the pack. There he is, currently running in 5th position. You see the 77 just in front of Alan Schofield, the number 15 in the yellow. Well, this is really going to make for some action in this second race of the day, Steve.
Yes, it is, and it's a surprise to see Reeves and Cluze not getting off to a good start. It's ideal for Ben and Tom Birchall, who are trying to make points up after missing out at Alton Park. There they are, we're just on board with Lovelock and Lawrence. Barry James and Mark Howard. Barry James on that borrowed engine of Roger Bodies doing a great job in 2nd place. And what a drive at the moment from Brian Pedder and Rod Stedman. Well up there in 3rd place. And here we are on board with Lovelock and Lawrence again, down into Mansfield, just behind Reeves and Cluze. And you can see Pedder and Stedman just a little bit further ahead. But it is still the white and red Mitchell-sponsored machine of Ben and Tom Birchall that lead.
But in 2nd place, you can see that Barry James having a brilliant ride, hanging on. An excellent start for him and hanging on to the Birchells at the front.
Oh, we've got red flags.
Red flag, so arms up, red flag we have at the moment. Not sure why that is, we will see in a moment. But red flag, that means the race is stopped. So there is an incident somewhere around the circuit, obviously a safety issue.
Yeah, well, it looks like there was an incident involving John Clark, Stuart Graham. We've also lost Greg Lambert and Carl Schofield as well, so hopefully all drivers and passengers are okay. What that does mean is we're going to get a complete restart. So Reeves has got another crack at the whip here, Roger.
Rewind, we're restarting the race now. There are the 2 contenders, so Tim Reeves this time makes no mistake as he fires into the lead. Greg Cluze smoothly moves out as they go around the left-hander. So a complete reversal and, well, a bit of luck there for Tim Reeves. He was struggling back in 4th position, but with the restart, he's made no mistake this time and puts the 77 in front. Greg Cluze way over the back of the outfit. Scud Schofield in 2nd, and it is the Birchells in 3rd place. So a whole different race again, Steve.
Yeah, it's almost a shame in some ways for Ben and Tom Birchall. They had a decent lead. They're now down in 3rd. Reeves and Cluze must think all their Christmases have come at once after their terrible first start. They've made up for it. Pedder and Stedman are further back. In fact, we seem to have lost them. So Pedder and Stedman, maybe they were involved in that earlier incident. Barry James also didn't make quite as good a start, but it's a good position there for Alan Schofield and Steve Thomas in 2nd, just in front of Ben and Tom Birchall.
Tim Reeves having a very long, casual look over his shoulder there, presumably looking to see where the Birchells are. On board again with Alan Schofield. Steve Thomas, look at Thomas, you can see him keeps appearing in the picture. There's his foot just waving there casually, and he can't afford to make any mistakes because the number 1 outfit, the Birchells, there they are just coming into shot, but making the most of this, the 77, Tim Reeves, the 38-year-old from Maidstone, and Gregory Cluze, his French passenger, joined him this year, don't forget, for the first time, are making the most of that lead.
Well, race 1 winners Scot Lawrie and James Neave didn't make the best of starts that time around. They're well back in the pack, so maybe they've got a bit of a problem. I think they're a little bit further behind Lovelock and Lawrence, but this is great stuff from Reeves and Cluze. Birchells have finally got by Schofield and Thomas, so can they now chase down Tim Reeves and Gregory Cluze?
Well, now we've got a proper race on. This is it, a clear track in front of the Birchells. Can they reel in Tim Reeves and Greg Cluze? Reeves will get a signal soon telling him that the Birchells are now in second position, but with a clear circuit, let's see what happens. Roger Lovelock dives down the hill, the number 49, and takes third momentarily, but Schofield, the wily old fox, dived back inside again as soon as Roger Lovelock went a little bit wide.
Yeah,
so,
they don't call him Scud for nothing, Roger. That was a great piece of sidecar overtaking and into 2 places where you wouldn't expect to see overtaking manoeuvres as well.
Up over the mountain they go. There is Scot Lawrie, our race 1 victor there, all in black. Just in front of the number 3, Barry James, who's starting to slip back down the order just a touch.
Yeah, we see him now going through Hall Bends. This is a massive lead for Tim Reeves and Gregory Cluze. And Ben and Tom Birchall have got a lot of work to do if they want to try and catch this gap up. A brilliant battle here for third. There's Schofield and Thomas 15. Number 49, Roger Lovelock. And Rick Lawrence going round the outside and making it stick into turn 1. That's brilliant.
That was fantastic. They just drove round the outside. They went the long way round, that's for sure. And Roger Lovelock, Rick Lawrence having a blinded race. Now look at the gap they've got to make up. They've the ones with the clear circuit in front of them now. There is our race leader, Tim Reeves. And a long gap you can see, but look how hard the Birchells are pushing. They drift really wide before we get Roger Lovelock come through there, and it is Barry James in 4th position.
Yeah, there's race 1 leaders, number 72, Scot Lawrie and James Neave on the all-black outfit. This lead at the front doesn't seem to have closed as Tim Reeves and Gregory Cluze make their way into Mansfield. In fact, it looks like it's extended slightly. Ben and Tom Birchall can't keep up the pace. Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence still in 3rd, and it's now Barry James and Mark Howard, and Scot Lawrie and James Neave have gone wide there into Mansfield.
Well, we saw that earlier on, but they dived down there, but over-braked, unfortunately, and went wide and lost the position again. But all the way down, we've got battles. Schofield and Thomas there, and Scot Lawrie having a royal battle. As you can see, they take to the grass even to try and get a little bit of advantage. The tyres will begin to go off now as the race goes down. It gives them a hard workover as well. So you will see the outfits moving around a whole lot more as the race counts down. At the front, though, Tim Reeves settled there in a good position, a good solid lead for him. He is the championship leader. This will extend it again. The Birchells with their Yamaha engine and Avon tyres, they're in 2nd position, but it's not what they wanted.
Yeah, we can see there. There's Lawrie and Neave going through, and number 74, the lime green and yellow machine of Ben and Dipash. They're doing a good job this round. Ben, one of the youngest drivers out there. Dipash, who was actually passengering Tim Reeves at the TT earlier this year, so maybe a name that you remember. There's Lawrie and Neave. There is Ben and Dipash on the number 74.
Well, the new regulations definitely seem to be working this year, because you can see, apart from the leaders there, everyone else is pretty close with the tuned and untuned engines, Grand Prix riders and Nationals all together. Scot Lawrie having another look as he went down, but this time he's learned from his last error and hasn't overshot the corner, and right on the back of Scud Schofield.
Yeah, Scud Schofield starts the races so well, and it's almost as if they just fall back. Each lap they've lost another place. There's Roger Body there, number 44, and his passenger Lee Barrett.
They're the ones, don't forget, who kindly loaned their engine out earlier during the day. But at the front, the laps clicking off, another one down there for the leaders. The gap is coming down, you can see visually, but it's still comfortable for Tim Reeves in front of the Birchells at the moment. 3rd place, it is now the 49, that bright green outfit, Roger Lovelock, the 2009 British champion there in the